That's right. It's what you've
been waiting for.
Fap, the fortune teller.
Everybody get ready for rock, paper, scissors.
You ready, kids? It's 1, 2, 3.
Just remember, whether you have won or lost, you still get your fortune at the end of the episode.
Hey, wait a second. You only gave me 2 lines.
In our last hair-inducing episode, we didn't make any sense for the last 2 Bobobo episodes, but this time, while we round it out for the 3rd time around and the last time, we'll see how much we'll get paid this time. Maybe we'll get a 4th season. I'm gonna go cry about it. I'm back. I'm back after realizing this show will always continue for a while. Hi, I am the narrator.
Hello, narrator.
My name is Narrator Pino. Over to my left, that's the Botector, the tallest tree in the pumpkin patch. Well, that's Chuck.
That's me.
And the guy who thinks he's the star of the show, but probably could be. Well, that's Garb.
Hey, wait a second. When I said to give me more lines, I meant that you actually have to give me the script first.
Oh, nonsense. What is acting but acting?
That's improv.
Exactly.
It makes sense.
Hi, guys. Welcome back.
Hi.
Welcome back to a very special yet somber episode. How you guys doing?
Sad.
You're sad? How about you, Garb?
My feet hurt because I got attacked by ants yesterday.
Whoa. That's unfortunate.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got a headache, but that's fine.
Welcome to the episode of pain.
Welcome to episode 66 where life sucks. Oh yeah, I'm in quarantine, so like literally just everything's just...
Everybody's just indoors. Hopefully everybody's out there still staying safe. Wow, I can't even...
Saying...
Jesus.
Gosh, I hope you're saying safe.
You know, it's going to be one of those... It's going to be a good episode.
Oh, definitely.
We start out incomprehensible.
I'll be honest. Every Bobobo episode I've ever done, I don't think I've ever had a script directly in front of me.
You've never liked any of the Bobobo episodes. I don't think.
Maybe this one will be different. Oh god, I can already feel myself hating this episode.
At least in this one, we have the patrons. We get a paycheck.
Yes. Do we have to thank anybody this week?
We do have to thank all of the patrons. Thank you for help supporting us. And if you want to help support us, I go to patreon.com/A-Weebros. And I want to thank specifically, I want to thank Sid. I want to thank Cream Puff. I want to thank Cosmos. And I want to thank John for being the top tier donors. And it really helps us keep the show on the road and on your television screens.
Extra credit if you come in and just only speak in Bobobo quotes.
If I don't think anyone can do that. I don't think anyone besides maybe Pino could do that currently on this earth.
What? How dare you? Wait, I didn't hear.
You are the keeper of Bo. You are the chosen Bo.
The
Cho Bo.
The bosun one.
The bosun one.
Yes.
More like belongs in the bow. I blame Bobobo for my entire existence.
Good.
You would think it'd be One Piece, but no.
No.
One Piece gave you the courage. Bo gave you the stupid.
I'd put that on a shirt.
But I would buy that shirt. I'd wear that shirt.
Well, if it's not a surprise to anybody, we finally did it. Everybody was asking for it, and by everybody I mean Garb and Chuck were asking for it. We're rounding out this 3rd season with the last episodes of Bobobo. It's again, I love it. I love this show. It probably made me lose more brain cells than I can imagine. However, I hope we all had a good time as we revisit for one final time.
It's always a good time watching
the
Bobobo.
world of Bobobo. But before we jump into it, what were you guys expecting as this is our last hurrah in the Bobobo world? What were you guys anticipating? Something you love to see, something you wanted to see, or you're just in it for the good old fun?
I think having expectations for Bobobo is just setting yourself up for failure. So I kind of just didn't have any.
So in other words, you wigged out.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. I was very curious to see what they would do with the last couple episodes, and we'll get into that later. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. It was like you said, like, just don't come in with expectations, because whatever you're gonna think is wrong, regardless of what. Like, you're like, oh, this will be fine. No, it won't. You don't know what's gonna happen.
They don't train
So,
you
like,
enough for that in the army.
Yeah, no, not in the academy. But overall, we've watched it before. If you should, I was gonna say listen back to those episodes, but I don't know if you want to listen back.
I don't
to
know
those
if I
episodes.
want to listen back to this episode.
If you're in the mood for some good old fashioned secondhand embarrassment, go for it.
That's okay.
Yeah, and some real crispy audio. That's probably what.
Get twice for me, please. I'll take 2 scoops of embarrassment.
Double dip.
Yes.
Well, that's good. I mean, our powers have worked once again after the release of the, I guess, second Bobobo episode or around there. They did the whole the complete box set for the Blu-ray version and of the complete Bobobo series, which is cool. I have not obtained it yet, mostly because I've been procrastinating. But one day soon, when it's on sale, it will be mine.
It's nice knowing
right
that
now.
it just is an option now, because
Yes.
even right now, I don't think there's anywhere you can stream it online legally,
No,
of course.
you cannot stream it online, and you cannot. There's no besides the Blu-ray. The last release was a DVD set like 10 years ago.
Yeah, and I think they only had the subs on it, which was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Wow. Bobobo's this show really got tracked through the dirt, which is a shame.
Well, I don't know. There's no wide audience appeal for Bobobo, which I think is the biggest issue with it, because it never had a real proper manga release.
That's true.
If they retranslated it and kind of kept the closer comedy to what you did in the show, maybe that would have worked a bit better. Because I don't know. When you call Don Patch Papa Rocks, I don't know if you're doing it right.
I read the first chapter of the manga, and I wasn't very impressed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is a shame, but is what it is.
I just don't think it translates very well to. Doesn't translate as much to what you want for visuals versus. Or anime versus manga.
Yeah, especially because of we've mentioned it before, but the localization team went above and beyond, just
Oh my God,
making it
yeah.
work, but making it weird, keeping it still feeling like a strange Bobobo show, but adding their own little spice of comedy. Even some
there's-
jokes are altered, but I mean they hit.
Yeah, some
Yeah, no,
jokes
they're very
are
good.
funnier in the dub as an English speaker than reading the sub, just because they'll add more stuff that wasn't there.
Exactly.
And it works. It's great.
Especially when your noodles have spider webs in them. Oh man, I love the fact. Oh no, that wasn't even noodles. What was that?
That's beans, wasn't it?
Yeah. Those beans got spider webbed in them.
Yeah, because that's fermented soybeans, I think it is. And it's just aha.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing. They had some
true.
smart cookies working on the localization for the anime.
Cookies, munch.
Delicious.
A quick overview of what Bobobo is, if you didn't know. Bobobo was a Shonen Jump manga released, I want to say really early 2000s. And
2001 to 2005.
Thank
And
you.
it's got that. It feels like something from that era.
it's got that stink, you know?
Yeah, it's true. No, oh my God. I've been reading Love Hina because I'm trash. And I watched like a trailer for the anime, and the anime came out in like 2000, and I'm like, that is the specific stank of that era. Like I can tell.
Smell that?
Yeah,
I feel that.
Crazy.
Yeah, and this was written and illustrated by Yoshio Sawai. I don't know what else he's done, but he's probably done some more stuff, hopefully. Of course, this series, I believe, ran, you said, to 2005, and then it got the anime
adaptation.
Yes, it got the anime adaptation in 2003 and lasted to 2005 before it got canceled by the PTA of Japan. No. So it only ran for 76 episodes, and I've meticulously spread out the episodes across these 3 seasons to watch just enough to tickle your taste buds, or tickle your nose hair.
And it really was the Japanese PTA that got this shit taken off, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. That everywhere I try to look for more specifics, they're like, yeah, no. Parents were just like, this is too stupid. I'm like, you're stupid.
If you watch some of the clips on YouTube, there'll be stray comments that are like, damn, what the fuck kind of shit comes out of Japan? And then there'll be a response saying like, dude, the Japanese don't even know what the fuck's going on with this show.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because it's such a I'd say it's chaotic good, in my opinion.
I think it's chaotic neutral. I don't think it's good.
Yeah.
I just think it's there.
I agree.
think it exists on the plane, and
if they kept Softon's head as brown, I would agree with you. But they made him into an ice cream, so I call it chaotic good.
Fair enough.
It didn't have too much of a good track record. It got pulled, but the series still continued. Even got that sequel series, Shinsetsu Bobobo, which was, I believe, a sequel series about maybe 2 or a couple years after the events of the first series, which is kind of cool. You get everybody coming back together. But it's just a shame you don't get to see the ending of like the manga in these 76 episodes. But we'll talk about that when we get there, of course.
Yeah.
Animated by Toei, as you can see, there's stanks all over there too. You can tell.
Oh my god, you can like sniff the early 2000s stank on this Toei animation. Like you can. Oh man.
They even make fun of it. Like the dub points out that they're just reusing this animation to save money.
They're saving money. They're cutting corners.
Yeah, it's fucking funny.
I know, and then I like. I guess we'll talk about it later. But I like the point where they're like, "You're just doing these recaps to save time." I'm just like, "Oh god, they're right. They're cutting costs everywhere."
Yeah, it's funny to like view because you know what's the funniest thing about this is that Bobobo premiered less than a month earlier than Interstellar, made by the same people. But you can, like, just see the difference.
Oh, yeah.
But you can still smell the stank on both of them, and I love it.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
But yeah,
early 2000s anime is so good.
Yeah, very good. As you are probably all well aware, this aired on Toonami, which is one of the reasons why I know whatever this wonderful madness of a show is. And yeah, that's I would always love the 3 shows I would stick around for. I remember back in the day would be Bobobo, Naruto, and One Piece. So I'd be in it.
The holy trifecta.
The holy trifecta.
Yeah. It's the big 3, obviously. What are you talking about?
There's no other popular shonen
Bleach.
Ever.
That's on Adult Swim.
It's those 3.
Yu Hakusho? More like Poo Poo Hakusho.
More like Yu Hakusho?
Oh my god.
Hoo-hoo?
Hamtaro? A mistake on the block. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I like the show. It's fun. Now we get to talk about it. All right, let's talk about what we've seen first, and then I guess at the end we can give it a whole big old overall rating, since it's be the last time. It's be the last time.
Yeah.
So we watched immediately after the, I believe, Hale Kulani Land, or in Japanese as they call it, Hallelujah Land. And we picked up starting at the what was it called? They're going to Cyber City. So Gasser was captured at the end of Cyber City, and we're starting here. So we won't be talking about the first opening, despite us enjoying the first opening. We'll just be revisiting the second opening, which is Baka Survivor, by, I believe, if my memory serves me, is Ulfus, something like that.
Orphus?
Ulfuls. something like that. By Baka Survivor, just in case you didn't know, stupid Survivor.
Survivor.
Let's just quickly go over that. I still love it. I still haven't skipped it.
Wait, we just skipped like half of the script.
Shh, we'll jump back to it. It's a
What
Bobobo.
script?
It's a Bobobo episode, so I have to make it as cringe as possible.
No, you don't.
Well, we kind of talked about presentation a little bit. Come on.
Yeah.
No, presentation. I don't give a shit.
It's
I want to
totally
talk about the
stank.
voice acting. I want to talk about the voice acting real quick.
Okay, fine. We were
Go
going to
for
talk
it.
about the voice acting this entire show, though.
Well, yes, but I want to make some points.
All right.
I want to make some points very clear.
All right.
This cast's dub and sub have such a good cast. Like, the voice actor for Dio is Bobobo in Japanese.
That's
in
still
English.
so funny to me.
Yeah, you can hear it. And the English voice actor, who Richard Epcar, I think is how you pronounce it. He's been in so many things.
Dude.
Bleach. He's been in Durarara.
Video games like
Haikyuu.
Mortal Kombat. I think he's
Yeah.
Raiden, however you pronounce it.
And that is just the perfect Bo voice. I
then-
could not
yeah.
imagine it as anyone else.
And then obviously Don Patches, Kirk Thornton. What a,
The
what a man.
iconic, legendary man.
Yeah, if you keep hearing us, like, in previous episodes, if you hear us talk about, like, oh, it's Don Patches in this anime, this is why we're talking about it.
Because he makes a good first impression.
Yeah, no, he's been in everything. He was fucking Donald Trump in a weird animated movie about corgis and the Queen of England.
So fucking funny to me. Donald's patch.
Oh my goodness, you got him.
It's true. It's true. That's an actual fact.
Dude, you heard it here first, or probably heard it somewhere else, but you heard it here first.
You heard it here, for sure.
Oh man, and you know
Yeah.
not Don Patch, Dengaku man. Despite him having the high pitched
Oh my
voice,
God.
you actually, you know what? He was in Toradora. He was the
Yeah.
best guy. He was Haruta, the guy who actually
was-
did have a girlfriend.
He was the friend in Code Geass.
He was Walker in
in Durarara.
I
Yeah,
know, right? He's everywhere. I was just like, look at this guy.
I'm telling you, this cast is insane.
And with this, with the new characters that appeared in the show, you get your heavy hitters. You got your Johnny Young Bosch as Mr. Bo Jiggler.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a biggest surprise. I completely forgot that was his
Yeah.
voice. I love peace.
Dude,
yeah, no, Soften was Zeppeli and JoJo, and like it's like you couldn't like be like, oh yeah, and whenever they dubbed this way back in 2000 something, in the mid 2000s, that they get like this many heavy hitters. Like Gasser is Jiraiya from Naruto, is Pervy Sage, which is like what.
I'm
I
trying to
don't
look
know.
for anything notable that the narrator was into. He's in a bunch of stuff, but
Rice was Yuri Lowenthal, our good boy Suzaku, and basically
Yeah.
Spider-Man from the video games. Yeah, like there's everywhere, man. There's
I'm
just-
telling you, like this is insane to have.
yeah, like
it was
it's like
Funimation,
everybody.
right?
No, it was Viz
No.
Media, I believe.
Oh
dubbed this
yeah.
one.
Yeah, it was Viz. This was
Wow.
because
This
there's no whatchamacallit, Chris Sabat in this, so you know it's not.
Like you have all the character, like all the voice actors that like you just know when you hear them.
The
Even
only
some
one-
like supporting characters are just like, what? I know this guy's voice.
Yeah,
Like the only
it's
people
crazy.
it's missing is Chris Sabat and fucking the other guy. His name escapes me.
They had that the guy who plays Kirito's voice actor. I forget his name. Bryce Paper something. He was I believe
Bless
he
you.
was one of the villains in the. No, he was one of the. What was he? I believe he
I
was.
swear that I heard
I forget.
Haruhi.
Haruhi, maybe. I don't know.
It was one of those last.
it's just crazy.
Oh,
Was it
I heard
them?
Miss Asahina like in a lot of the sub characters.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you, this is like if you wanted like a show that has so many prolific voice actors just doing random shit, go to Bobobo. Like if you're doing an anime voice actor equivalent of the 5 like steps of Kevin Bacon or whatever the fuck that game is called, use Bobobo. You will get there. Like you'll find it. It is insane though. I love this cast so much.
They all just play their characters so great.
Yeah, dude. Man. That OST though.
Yo, I mean it's got everything. It's got your dramatic sounds, you got your clown music,
It's true, you do get clown music.
you get your Bobobo theaters.
It's what you've been
Waiting for.
The episode intro music is
Dude, it gets you hyped, despite it being a show about nose hair.
yeah, no. If you walked up to someone and gave them the synopsis of this show, they wouldn't watch it.
Yeah, no, they would say,
Like,
"Stop
they
talking to me, get away! I don't, stay away from me. I'm afraid."
He's afraid.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I love it.
And the fact that the localization team did such a good job making jokes work with what's seen on screen. I'm just like, you don't see that much effort put in a lot of the times.
A lot of that shit, if you were to just directly translate it, it just wouldn't make sense and it wouldn't be funny.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Like I think back to the to where it was like, I think in the first Bobobo segments we watched where Don Patch would go in for his interview, his job interview, next to like a duck in a car, and Bobo, it's like, "What's your skill?" "I'm a musician," and he plays like a stick of butter. In the Japanese dub, he sings the opening, but in the English dub, he just sings like, "Oh, Mickey Asker had a for me," and it works for some reason. Like the fact that they could have just sang the opening, but
It's crazy.
That guy's butter is off too.
I love it. Do you want to just quickly run over the OP and ED since we're here?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we started off at. Baka Survivor.
Okay.
Still good. It still slaps.
I know. It's good.
It's great. I love it.
K-A.
S-U-R-V-I.
No, it's Vui.
V.
have to
Oh,
say
yeah,
Vui.
you're right. V.
S-U-R-V-I.
Yeah, I love this opening so much. If I was thinking about this earlier, if I was ever to make like a real opening for this podcast, I would absolutely do the character introductions the way that they do it in this. Where they have a headshot and then they show them walking, and that's all I need.
I like that.
I love it. It's so fun, and the song's so good, dude.
It is.
It's fucking catchy as hell.
And there's so many like little jokes where you see what's her name, the girl Bobobo Dengaku, whatever her name is. She's using her nunchucks and beats the shit out of Jay, which is just very good.
Oh, dude, Denbo.
Yeah, Denbo. I always forget Denbo.
Denbo. You know what my favorite joke this season with Denbo is like, yeah, I've got a new voice actor. Like, you right though.
It's true. That's why they got Super Denbo.
Yeah, Super Denbo. I forgot, dude. You tricked me.
Oh man, it's so funny.
Yeah, man.
It's so dumb. We'll talk about our favorite bits at the end of in the middle of the episode, but
Let's talk about that ending since we're trucking along pretty fast. The ending for number 3, I always forget the name.
it's hip hop step jumping, dude.
Yeah, dude, by Mihimaru GT. Shoutouts to Dragon Ball GT.
This is my favorite ending.
I know you love it a lot. I'm so surprised how much you love it though.
Like Shiawase, is a classic as a meme. And the second ending, Kurai Tunes, also pretty good, but like Hip Hop Step Jump is just like the great, like how you show all the characters interacting in a way that they not particularly would have in the show, but they're still having a good time. They're dancing, and it's a good song. And they're vibing.
Yeah, they are.
Dude,
vibing,
they are
man.
fucking vibing.
And they keep adding people like every time they go. Oh,
I know. I always like seeing Rice and Suzu at the in those there because I'm just like, yeah, they're technically friends. Like they're hang out.
they're there.
Oh,
then
and
there's
Soft
Serviceman.
and Dabs. Don't
dude,
forget.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like little jokes as well that like you don't like see until you've watched the show. You're like, oh yeah, Torpedo Girl pulling Soften's boat.
His boat.
Like,
God.
I know that.
Let's take my boat. I'm not getting in that thing.
Yeah, it's just fun. This is pure distilled fun. Even though I'm sad that this like season of what we watched, King Nosehair showed up like once.
Yeah,
man.
And that made me really sad.
Hey, I was
technically,
glad that
it's
he
twice.
showed up again at all.
It's true. You're right.
Oh man, good old King Nosehair. But
Yeah,
we did
he
get
rides
a
above.
lot of good newcomers too. I mean,
Oh
we'll
my
talk about it,
god,
too.
yeah. Oh,
But yeah, let's just say we like the openings and endings.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
very good. I love them.
God, I keep forgetting. Jelly has the sombrero in the opening.
Yeah, dude, they get bonked.
I know we were
love
saying
it.
we're going to talk about jokes in the in the podcast, but like I like the fact whenever Bobobo disappears and it's like we'll just make the show about me, and then they just use that little bit from the opening. His
Yeah.
name's JJJJJJ.
JJJ.
Oh god.
There's just so many like little things in the show that like they keep adding up, and it's so wonderful.
All right, you guys.
I love it.
You guys ready to try and piece together what kind of order we're going in?
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to talk first about the Cyber City portion of the show. I mentioned a little bit before. Gasser was taken by Giga, one of the top executives of the Chrome Dome Empire, and they've gone over to Cyber City to try and rescue him. And you know, with the help of their new ally, Torpedo Girl, along with Dengaku Man, Bo, and the rest of the crew. And you know what? Things just hit the fan real quick. They get into a fight with a guy with a wheel on his head, which I thought was great.
He spins.
Yeah, he spins. And they just have a fight. I like how every arc is just like very straightforward. You have the big bad of the city, and then you have his minions you got to fight. In this case, I forget what the minions are called, but I think the standout moment there was the fight with the jet guy and his super bunny and the guy with a bag on his head.
Oh yeah, the fucking super bunny.
That's not even how you spell super. It was the unknown sad sack. That's his
Yes.
name.
Oh my! The unknown sad sack is so good.
Dude, that fight made me. I always laugh at that. It's like, they're the 6 electric brain warriors apparently, according to the
That's probably the manga translation.
Probably.
I
I don't
wish-
remember what they were called.
That's what we had called ourselves, except 3. The
The
3
electric-
electric brain warriors.
Bruh, each
That's
with
us.
one brain cell.
Yeah.
We share it.
It's true. I'm trying to read through here because there's like a lot of thing that goes on. Then they fight Carman or the guy in the car.
Oh my god!
I like that. I like every time. I just like the whole fight. Dengaku Man was just in the driver's seat.
Dengaku Man spelled stuff all over the.
Oh no!
Oh no! Look at what you made me do.
I like his head turned into a plane.
Now they'll never know.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. But you get to see a lot of in these coming like arcs, the team is usually split up like for a good time. Like you have your like group with like the Bo's group, and then you have Beauty's group. I believe like with Beauty there was or maybe it was with Gasser. Like you get to see a like a Don Patch, Jelly Jiggler, and Torpedo Girl fight with like the guy with words, and I thought that was kind of cool. Like you don't have to
Yeah.
solely focus on like all the Bo fights. You have like your own separate fights, which were pretty cool. Like despite the fact that I'm not in it for the fights, I'm just in it for the wacky stuff they do. But
I
it
mean, the
did come to-
fights are the setup, right?
yeah.
Yeah, set up for the jokes. That's literally all it is.
That the setup for that joke was the Torpedo Girls because they were all
God.
torpedoes.
Oh my god! I'm fishing. I caught one. We're a torpedo.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anyone who hasn't watched the show because this is going to be literally.
They're
the
not going
most
to make any more
confusing.
sense than this.
Yeah, not whatever.
The most interesting
Watch
fight,
the
though,
show.
during this segment was when they fight Jay, the Onion Head,
That
and
was maybe my favorite fight.
and the Fist of the Black Sun. That was,
Yeah, dude.
I think that's where
I
they
love
actually
Jay.
had good animation. Like they had like I don't know what animator it was, but they had one of their like Toei like mainstays to animate some of the fire and whatnot. I'm like, I know that. I see One Piece. That he's worked on One Piece before. I know this fire.
Oh, hey, they tried this time.
Yeah, I know the flame fruit.
Dude, I love it. But yeah, no, the fight with Jay was pretty cool, especially with like the fact that I think he was like one of the characters and one of the lackeys that actually could stand up against like the crew, which is something we get to see now.
And he also stayed around a little bit. Which is nice.
Did we ever find out if he was garlic or an onion?
No.
They kept saying he was. They kept saying he was garlic though. They kept saying he was onion.
Gunyon.
So
Dude, Bunyan. No, never mind.
No.
Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, it's good stuff though.
But yeah, no, like it's weird to talk about this show because it's mostly you're just talking about the jokes rather than what's going on.
Yeah.
But they quickly go ahead and take care of Jay. But they have to leave. They have to leave Soften behind because he's got to power the city, or else the city collapses. Because this is a shonen anime. Of course, that's how it works.
Yeah. And they definitely won't forget that he's there.
Exactly, and you might even get some power scaling. I like the fact that in that fight I believe we got the intro to Denbo also, which is the fusion of Dengaku-man and Bobobo, which was pretty cool.
I love that. I dig it.
Where her ultimate attack is singing. I think that was probably the best part of the fight too. There's my love sitting on the windowsill. My love is a 45-and-a-half-year-old man.
45 years old.
It's so good.
That was probably my favorite bit from this.
And they win.
This fight has my favorite joke where Soften gets hit and Soften is like down for the count, and basically Bobo was like, "Don't worry, I'll carry you," and then he brings him to a cliffside, and then it's obviously a dug grave. It has a headstone, and he's like, "Oh, this will be fine as long as you don't fall through the other side." And then it cuts to another frame where he's buried, and Bobo's like, "Hey, where'd all that dirt go?" and then whenever they cut back to the fight, there's just a gravestone.
You can see it in the background.
Yeah. And then he pops out the gravestone, and it is that I lost it. That was the funniest thing to me.
I feel like, and I remember in that fight also, like Don Patch and Jelly, they try to fight Jay first, and like they fail the first time, and then they do it again. They turn into like some surfer dudes, and then they try it again, and then they fail.
Surfer dudes again. Yeah.
God, they're really good supporting characters.
Oh, they're so good.
Oh my God. But let's be real. We all know that Denbo's main weapon was the nunchucks, which I don't think any of us expected.
That was also so funny. Because in the flashback, she's like, "Oh, this is the weapons that I get," and then fucking the grandpa just drops a pair of nunchucks. And it's like, "Here you go." I'm like, "What?"
Oh my goodness, it's so good. But yeah, they beat up Jay, and then it's time to face off with Giga, which is where we get like the first kind of like guy who gives them a run for their money. His fist to the nose hair, I believe, is like an art kind of fist. I believe it's like object art or something like that.
Yeah, no, they're not fists. They're just fist masters. Or whatever.
Fist masters. But he doesn't use his fist coming out the gate. He uses his brain power because he's the smartest guy in this series right now. So he just plays them like one by one, not even using a fist. Which I thought was pretty cool. Like, it created some sense of like, oh, how is he gonna win? Well, we know how he's gonna win. He's gonna bullshit his way. He's gonna make him eat his dust, which was cool. I liked all that. The thing that I liked the most, at least with Giga's fight, was how much side turncoating Dengaku-man did. He's like, "Oh, I love you, Giga," and then he's like, "I hate you. Like, I'm gonna leave," and then he doesn't die. Like, he's not defeated. He's like, "I'm coming back." But I thought that was like probably like that was a good Dengaku-man kind of couple of episodes there. But they beat Giga obviously because they have to. They turn Gasa back to normal. Gasa, and then I believe after that. The Cyber Knights are all defeated. I think that's what they were called. The Cyber Knights are all defeated. Hatenko shows up. He's like, "Hey, it's me, Hatenko."
It's like,
I
"Hey,
used
don't
to
forget
lock
about
on
me."
these guys. Well, they defeated 5 of them, and Hatenko beat the 6th one with his lock.
Yeah, dude. I always liked the lock power. I just didn't
It's
know how it worked,
interesting.
but it works.
It just looks
It
cool.
just works.
It doesn't need to have, it's fucking blah, blah, blah. Nothing needs to make sense. But it looks cool, then it works.
You're right.
Yeah, and okay, so after that, Softon comes back, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, now it's okay. We saved the day. We're putting a seed
Yeah.
in the thing."
Yeah, and he has like the black sun powers now, and he used it once, and it looked real cool that one time.
Yeah,
And
man.
they never even bring it up again.
Which is great. I
Fist
love
of the
it.
dark sun. I feel like in this world you can have multiple fists because like that's what you start seeing later on. Everybody just has multiple fists, which is kind of
He
funny.
punched
Well, you
him.
have 2.
Yes.
You do have 2 fists. That's a real thing that
You
most people
shut-
do have.
We're gonna scream. No.
I thought you got that immediately, Pino.
No.
I guess
Poor
not.
excuses for anime.
I can't believe it. Okay, so after the Cyber City arc finishes, we actually get we enter the next arc, which is actually Return of the Third Era, or Return of the third
Sir
Baldy Bald
Bald.
Kingdom. So apparently, most, if not all, of the third like the officials and the third Baldy Bald Czar were put into like cryogenic sleep, or they were like in a sleep chamber, and they had all woken up, and it's like, okay, we're waking up now. We got to take over the world, and we got to defeat the last remnant of the Nose Hair Kingdom, which is Bobobo. So this next arc comprises of everybody like systematically people waking up and then trying to take down Bobobo, including our friend Ringo Starr.
Yeah, that was great. As soon as I heard the accent, I'm like, that's perfect.
Battle
And he speaks mostly in Beatles jokes.
It's the best thing in the world, you guys.
It's so funny.
As a
It's
kid, I
like-
never understood it because I didn't listen to the Beatles back in the day when I was a little boy. When I
This
was a
fucking
wee gnome
this
kid.
show like caters to our humor so perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's me, Ringo. It's me, Ringo. Hey, I hate hair. But yeah, their group attacks them on the bridge. I like the fight in the bridge because there was a funny little beaver that gets yeeted almost.
Oh,
instantly,
yeah.
which is fun. Got sent over to the zoo, which is nice. But yeah, they fight a lot of these relics of the old era. They go through the town, and they kind of struggle a little bit, especially when they have like the one flower guy attacking them. But of course, Fist
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Nose Hair puts them all back in their place.
Well, of course.
Of course, that's what they have to. Most notably, at least with this one, are the fights. I want to say, I don't know whatever that machine was, but like whatever fight they had inside, like I'm gonna say like a toy machine or like one of those coin slide.
Oh
games.
yeah, the coin game.
Yeah, where you fought with Lambada, which was a polygon fist user, Rem, who was a sleep fist user, some samurai guy that I don't care about at the moment, and then there was
Oh yeah, the Western Samurai.
Western
What was his
Samurai.
name? Oh my god!
How did you train those monsters so fast? Get him, guys! He's evil. Oh my goodness! You get a lot of interesting things, but you get a lot of stronger enemies, which was kind of cool. I like the fight with Rem, which was
Yeah, Rem was a super fun fight where they just go sleep.
yeah. They're like, oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah, no. A funny thing about Rem is that voice actor did some side voices for Sailor Moon. Do you remember the character went about the record store where the jazz guy was in love with her? Mm-hmm. That was her voice actor.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's fucking sweet.
Can we talk about the fact that all these fights happen in the I believe it was like a repurposed like A block base.
Yeah, the fucking the theme park that
Yeah, the
was
theme-
Jelly Jigglers.
Yeah, he's like, wait a second.
Why'd it was in ruin?
Oh, but yeah, they had 9 attractions. They beat up a bunch of guys. They fought Not an Ice Cream, which I thought was
Oh
hilarious.
my! Not an ice cream is so good.
It's me, I'm the shaved ice guy.
I'm the most evil flavor, pistachio.
Never understood.
I wish that I understood what it was so evil about pistachio, but we may never know.
Just evil. It's just an evil flavor. I don't know what you're talking about. Just accept it.
I can't. Pistachios are delicious.
There's one fight I forgot. I don't know if it happened in this arc or in the one before, but like they fight like an army man, and I thought that was the funniest.
Oh
thing
yeah,
in the world.
what the? Oh my god!
Don't
And they
remember his
fucking
name.
use
On
that.
the water slides.
Yeah, the water slide.
And they use that one sound effect like 20 times to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love that. I can't swim. I can't swim.
I can't swim. I can't swim.
Oh god. But yeah, in these fights, at least with the third generation hare hunt troops, we don't get Bobo Patch, we get Patch Bobo, which is cool.
We got the reverse like in Dragon Ball. So
Dude,
they had to do it.
Getting to watch Don Patch fuck up Bobobo's brain was
That was good. I'm gonna put graffiti. I'm the main character.
And he becomes a competent fusion. That was like the coolest thing. He reminded me so much about like Dragon Ball, even just like the golden hair. I was just like, I know where this is from.
There's a couple really overt, like, yeah, this is just from Dragon Ball.
I saw a lot of One Piece references too, which was real fun.
Tell me, because they've probably gone
can't
over my head.
I cannot remember them, but I just remember being like, oh yes, absolutely, that's a fucking
They have
One
gone
Piece
over
joke.
my head.
Who knows? Well, I've read it more recently, so
It's fresh on the smooth old brain.
Can we talk about the fact that Soften and Hatenko were not able to help because they were on dates with Torpedo Girl?
with Torpedo Girl, that was pretty good. Well, they were also on training with Torpedo Girl as
Yeah.
well with Gasser later, so it's just like, oh, okay.
And they had like that fight on the merry-go-round. That was funny. Mm-hmm. I like in the wiki. It's called the Mega Satan Go Round. I'm like, what is it a manga even? What is going on?
I love it.
Hail Satan.
Anyways,
Hail Satan.
that fight with at least inside like the weird pachinko toy coin machine, you get the return of old favorites. You got Rice, who gets bodied instantly, and you get Serviceman.
And gets knocked out. That was
Yeah.
funny.
Pickle never came back, did he?
No, because he was only in the first episode.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
that was only allowed.
He's dead. I can't believe it.
But you get Serviceman, and we realize that he's not really naked under there. He's wearing a nice pair of boxers.
Yeah,
That was some
which is
deep lore.
which is a great joke, which is so good because because it's been that way for like 50, 60 episodes at that point, and then it's just like, oh yeah, boxers.
Yeah. His boxers are just so frightening, I guess.
It is.
It's true.
I like how when they call him in, it's like, Serviceman, we need your help. Again, I gotta help a
I
friend.
gotta have a friend. Yeah. Oh my god.
And he becomes the most useless guy there.
I love it. I love it so much.
Oh god! All right. So after that comes the awakening of our good boy, the third Tsar, Sir Zarbaldibald the Third, which actually he kind of I skipped ahead because they fight against General Lee Fishcake before that.
Oh my
That's
god. Maybe my favorite side character introduced.
That I never
He is
expected
so
him to
good.
be any more after that. Like it's been so many years since I've actually seen the original run that I was just like, he's not coming back. He's back.
I'm General.
They brought a lot of
Fishcakes.
people back in the last episode.
We're not there
Don
yet.
Patch, you were the only one that respected the fish cakes.
Boss, what are you doing? I'm a fish cake now.
My favorite bit from there is like, let's cheer on General Lee Fishcake from here on
Shut
out.
up!
Let's go. You're too loud. They're so upset.
It's so good.
It's very good. The whole fight was just out of this world. Oh my goodness. But they beat him, and then they go ahead and fight what's his name? Oh no, wait, this is the introduce. Isn't this where we get a Mr. Bo? This is the fight with Mr. Bojiggler. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
So I believe in this fight. It is because they Jelly Jiggler and Bobobo fuse into Mr. Bojiggler, which is our boy Johnny Young Bosch.
That was
great.
hype, dude.
And he
Hearing
was-
Johnny Young Buck.
It's
He's
peace.
like, I want peace, and all he knows
Now
about
you
peace
have
is
to
fighting.
answer 6 questions.
600 questions about peace. Oh god, that was so funny because like every answer was the wrong answer. even the right answer. Was it love? Correct. Still gets a punch in the face. It was so. I think that's my favorite transformation. I'm not gonna lie. Mr. Bo Jiggler was probably the best. But they win. Leaving once and for all that jelly is the best food. Anyways, then they go and fight the third emperor, and at that point, for some reason, Torpedo Girl had turned back into Over, as we all know, Over was the first form of Torpedo Girl, and Torpedo Girl is once you get them angry, that's you get Torpedo Girl back, which was very, very weird because I never remembered Over coming back. Like, what did you guys think when Over came back?
I was like, oh fuck, scissors.
I know Garb was like Bola Bo.
Yeah.
It was Bola Bo.
I saw that and I giggled.
It made me go. Hee. But yeah, this fight went on for like maybe 4 episodes maybe.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I thought it was a cool fight. You got some memorable moments, but it was all weird because he was a robot on the inside. Did you see that when he was like before he sent him to before he made them all disappear, like he had like a robot underskin.
Yeah, that was whack.
I was like, wait,
It's like, I could be my true power, and then he eats Bobo and Patch and becomes a freak.
He becomes a weird bunny thing.
I got your favorite dinner, firecrackers.
Oh no!
Oh, we haven't had that since the heartburn incident.
That was so funny. Oh god! But he makes Atenko and Don Patch disappear, and then they get teleported into a different world, and it all seemed was lost because like he made everybody go stupid. He made everybody go crazy. No, he literally made everybody go stupid. And then Bobobo pulls out a shadow clone jutsu at the end. With multiple Bobobos, and they win the day with Don Patch singing some rap music, which was also very fun.
Nice.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, no, the rap.
Let's
that
go! I'll eat peace preserve.
Yeah, that was another
the rap was
thing
kinda
where
great.
the voice actors knocked it out of the park.
Oh yeah, Kirk Thornton's fucking gem.
Dude, it's awesome.
He's great. love it.
After they beat the third emperor of the Nosehair Kingdom, they leave.
They do. That's
They
true.
leave on
they
a
just
plane.
fly. Yeah.
And then they were informed that there is a tournament, the playoffs for the fifth czar of the Baldy Bald Empire, in which they're like, hey, let's go crash it. So then they do the obvious thing and go to Egypt, because that's where it is. In Egypt, I was just like, okay.
Well, see, that's a JoJo reference.
That's a JoJo.
That's just a straight JoJo reference. We're going to Egypt. Cool.
I think this may be
Great.
the first time that the show is what brought up JoJo and not us. Except maybe
Guys,
like No Game,
check
No
that
Life.
box though.
But yeah, they go to Egypt, then they all get split up, which I thought was another cool thing. They all fall, and like you get the weirdest team ups because like every villain is back. Almost every villain is back.
Well, all the big villains.
Yeah.
All the
All
the block leaders and above.
Yeah, and so you get the unlikely trio of Don Patch, Beauty, and Not Nice Cream, which was pretty funny. And then with the arrival of Holly Kulani, Money Man, that was kind of funny. Where it's like nobody wanted to help Beauty. It's like, no way. Don Patch just turns into a fish and leaves. But that was a cool fight. I enjoyed the fight with the ramen noodle girl.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And you had the return of the guys from the "Are you serious? You can't be serious!"
You
fight.
can't be serious.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, the ramen fight was good. It's like, we trained for several months. It is disgusting.
You're just gonna use instant noodles?
Yes.
Oh my god, that was a good one. Bobobo punched out a pig. I was upset.
Now she's like, I can do this. And Gatzer's like, oh shit.
He's petting the pig.
Sorry.
And he had money ready to pay for the money for the food too. But
It's good.
It was real good. So then they arrive at the main stage, and you've got everybody's there. You got Holly Kulani, you got Giga, you got Generally Fishcake, you got Rem, you got Lambada. You got everybody's there, and then you get Nick. I believe his name was Nick. I believe Nick the...
That's...
I choose to believe that's his name.
Nick sounds right. That sounds very Bobo-ish. Just the name Nick.
I forgot what his name was. I believe it was like Nick the Scissors or something like that.
Who could say? Not I.
One of the strongest by challenging Nunchaku, leader of the assassin. I guess Japanese-wise, his name was Nunchaku, but his name was Nick. I remember them explicitly saying Nick. And then they fight him to get what the currency in this world is. They need the golden coins in order to access the top floor and whatnot.
Yeah, they needed the whatever we calls it. I don't know, man. There's so much lore that doesn't matter in Bobobo,
Exactly.
but like except for one instance.
I'll say I got hyped when I saw everybody again. I was like, "Yo,
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna really have like a tournament arc." It wasn't
a big tournament arc. It was not a
It was
tournament
not.
arc at all.
I want to say maybe who knows? It could have been longer than the manga. I'm not sure. I feel like it should have because like all these fights went super fast after that point. They were just like,
Well, because
all
they
right.
knew they had to wrap it up.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're like, all right, get this shit over with.
They had fights on top of water bottles, which was funny. With Samba Man.
Samba Man
I
was
lost
such
it.
a fun fight.
I lost it. It was just
What a
like I didn't
fun
expect
fight.
Samba Man.
I wasn't paying attention, and then Samba Man happened, and then I had to watch like exclusively. I was like, "What?"
Samba Man. That was so good. But yeah, no, like in between all these fights, you then it's revealed that there is a Shadow Chrome Dome Empire, which is located underneath the regular Earth in the underground, which they wanted to take over the current Baldy Bald Empire to make their own empire, which was kind of cool. Where it was like a double take, where it's like we're not fighting Baldy Bald yet. You're fighting these guys. Mm-hmm. And their plan was they needed the strongest like fist masters in order to bring up their underground people, kind of like the end of the Incredibles, where they had the mole people, which I thought was pretty interesting because you
I'm
got
the Underminer. I'm underneath you, but nobody is
Is
beneath me. That
was so
is
good.
such a good quote. I love it.
oh man, when are we watching the Incredibles?
Hey, we got an open week coming up.
That's true. We get such unlikely team ups afterwards. We get the return of Rem, fan favorite, and by fan
Shout out.
favorite, I just mean our favorite here.
great.
It was just like, you gotta save Lambada. It's like, what are you doing on the floor? And you get Generally Fish Cake jumping in to help out, which was kind of cool. Also, they fight the three sacks, which is cool. He like Bobobo literally murdered the
He
first
killed
sack.
one. Yeah, and they have a
I'll
fucking
do it.
funeral. I was like, that's brutal, dude.
I know. I couldn't believe what I saw. But yeah, they completely murder him. And then I love the fact that their combination, all three sacks, turn into like a very poorly drawn monster. It's like they're really cutting corners now.
Yeah. What we saved on making this design week, we made up for it on my attacks.
Oh,
The
right,
producers spent money.
the producers actually spend money. Yo, and you know what? Even though we talked about all this, actually we'll finish this and then we'll talk about the narrator.
Okay.
And so like they beat the enemies and they got to go inside to face Baldy Bald, but all of a sudden they acquire all the people they need for the clock. The bad people arise and like they're about to take over the world, and then Bobo's like, we got to stop them, and it's like, no, without us you're not. And you get help from like all the villains, and then even Battleship's there, who literally is knocked out and is only there for staircase purposes. And then that was the end. The end was just
Hello.
very abrupt. At episode
And
76.
And then Gaku is just like, this sign says the end. What? This is how we're ending the show?
Yeah, and that's we never get to see the conclusion of the shadow or the I forget what they're called, the Undermole people, Baldy Bald Empire. But
Yeah.
you do see what happens to Baldy Bald. He ran away as usual. But yeah, it's a sad little ending, mostly because it's not even an ending for this show here in the States. The manga does continue afterwards, but that's all we get to see in this iteration.
Ever so sadly.
Ever so sadly. Now let's go back to the narrator, because this man had lines on lines this entire
What a
last 30
man.
episodes, man.
Yeah.
You could have had no breaks. I could have
Yeah,
the
no.
breaks.
I was starting to get convinced by the end that the narrator was the villain.
That would have been funny if they just said, "That's it, we're done."
It's me. I'm the villain. I'm the budget.
On one hand, I kind of think that would have been too obvious. Not obvious, but it'd been too easy. You know? But
Yeah.
it would have been funny. Whatever.
Now, the narrator gets so much more lines because there's something that is very distinctly different in these last episodes. Or
It's
in these
paid
last
by the
couple
word.
of- well, yeah, I mean, yes, but distinctly different from...
Every time you go off script, you're losing $1 off.
But I'm only paid $8.
$7.
But yeah, no, like the first two halves of the show, you don't have too much of the narrator talking, because in this last third, you kind of have this weird kind of split in the episodes where it's like they have the recap of the previous episode, and then after the commercial break, you have the recap of what you just saw, which was a little weird. But I guess I understood the fact that they were, about to close their shop for the show. It was a little weird, but you do get the best moments from those, afterwards, because it becomes more like a story for the narrator in those instances.
Yeah. They very clearly change. I don't know if they do this in the sub, but they change the lines again. It's almost like fucking, what's that one show on Adult Swim where they just took old Hanna-Barbera cartoons?
Yeah,
was it Harvey
Space Ghost
Birdman?
Coast to Coast.
That's the one. Yeah, kind of in a little bit of a way reminded me of that, but not exactly, obviously.
But you get to learn a lot about the narrator. Narrator is doesn't like the producer. Producer doesn't like the narrator. Bobobo doesn't like the narrator. He's trying to get a new narrator every other show.
Tries to get-
Trying to get a
tries to
raise.
steal his lines.
Yeah. The narrator doesn't like it. Doesn't take too kindly.
Well, I'm not having it. But yeah,
Please, just let me get my face on show once so my grandmother can brag to everyone at bingo.
Oh, right. Sunday night bingo. That's my house over there you blew up. That's my grandma's house.
And I'm going, in between every bit of dead air, I'm going to read you my nacho recipe.
Yeah, oh my god,
Put
the
cheese
recipe
in the
bit
microwave
was
and
so
zap it.
good. I love that. bit.
even the next episode segments at the end of the rock paper scissors contest, those are pretty good too. The episode where he just talked in an accent at the end is like, well, they told me to stop making accents about cowboys, but that doesn't stop me from making other accents. And he does the ending in so many different accents. He does Italian, like the Asian accent. I'm just like, oh my goodness, how does this fly?
Dude,
how
I
did this
hope
all
he
fly?
gets. I hope the voice actor got to put every one of those on his resume.
Dude, yeah, man, he deserves it. I don't even know if he's listed on my anime list. We got to find who this narrator guy is.
He is.
Oh no, the narrator is. He absolutely.
Oh, he is. Hold up, let's see. Narrator.
Yeah, I have it. I have it open.
Michael McConaughey.
What is he?
Yeah.
What has he done? What has Mr.
Here,
McConaughey
I
done?
got it. Give me one
He's
second.
in
He's been a
Bleach.
narrator of so many things.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Michael McConaughey. He was in Code Geass. He was the
Cowboy Meat Mop.
He was the king. He said the thought elevator.
Oh, Lelouch to the thought elevator.
That's that guy.
Oh wow! It all comes together.
No, see, I'm telling you. He was in a couple Hunter x Hunter stuff, just some side characters. I know he was a narrator for something else. He was in Seven Deadly Sins for one of the first bad guys.
He was Ton Petty in JoJo.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
He was the cat in Haruhi, the talking cat.
Good.
You don't remember the talking cat?
Talking cat. What?
I don't.
Oh
remember
my
either.
god, you don't remember the talking cat in Haruhi? Oh no!
What talking cat?
It was the one that Haruhi got to play the familiar for Yuki in the movie.
Sure.
Like when Yuki was as a witch,
right.
and then there's the talking cat. And
I
then
forgot about it. Oh,
and
my
then
goodness.
and freaking what's his nuts? Kion's just like, please don't talk.
don't talk.
Yeah, it is so good. And then he was adopted after the movie and given the nickname Shami by his sister, which is great. So like,
Props to him.
I'd love, man, what a guy.
What
And
else
he
is
was also a couple. He was old Rasu in Gurren Lagann.
Oh, dude, we hate that.
Or
guy.
maybe young too. Fuck you.
No, I'm
Roscoe's
kidding.
great.
We love him. Dude, he was Bobo in one of the other Toonami shows I watched. No wonder he sounded familiar. Okay, we gotta watch that when next season. Hey, let's go. He's in
my
Bleach. Let's see. Sorry, we're on a tangent. You know what we should
Hey.
do? This episode's pretty short. Let's do a quiz.
Yeah, quiz.
I don't have a quiz pulled up.
You can't just say a quiz and then expect a quiz to appear.
Garb, look up a Bobobo quiz.
Oh, I'm fucking on top of it.
While I scroll
this-
down to see what other roles this man had.
Now that's trivia. I don't want trivia. Here, build quizzes. What Bobobo character are you?
Boom. Oh no, that's the wrong chat.
That's the wrong
I don't
bow.
think the Bobobo quiz goes
Oh
in
my
serious
god!
talk.
Oh my
Okay.
god! The second. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now before we start. The second question of this quiz is what your favorite meme is, and the answers are trollface, poker face, I lied, rage guy, lol, and does the poop emoji count?
There's 4 questions. Oh god. Do you?
Okay,
Let's start from the beginning,
guys.
I guess.
So I will put this in
This
the
is such a
episode
bad
description.
I love that it already in the first
Oh,
three
wait, this
words.
is a different one.
It
Wait,
has a
which one? Do
spelling
you want to
error.
do the one with the rage meme, or do you want to do this one
I
that
don't-
you pulled up?
I really don't fucking care. This one has
Here.
a spelling error in the first
Okay, so
three
let's do
words
this
of the
one.
first question.
Okay,
So
I sent it to you guys. This one seems like a really old one, so I think that'd be great.
cool.
All right, I have both open either way.
So I sent the one.
We're doing the one you send then.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do
so
that
this
one.
one's
Okay.
on build quizzes, and it is which Bobobo character are you? And first off, what would you like to sing about?
Bombs.
Nose hair. I'm a DJ. Beta carotene, bombs, jelly, and I don't sing. I react.
Well, I love jelly, so
I'm a
I'm
DJ.
a DJ. I'm a DJ.
you're both DJs.
Okay, what is your favorite meme?
Oh my god.
Troll face, poker face, I lied, rage guy, lol, and does the poop emoji count?
Oh, dude, I don't even know it. Oh my goodness.
I haven't thought about these in years.
I like the
don't-
cereal guy. He's not listed.
I think
I
I
can't
think
believe
lol.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna do
think the
poker
lol.
face.
I'm gonna do
going lol.
poop emoji.
Oh, that was it. That was it.
Beauty.
Jelly jiggler. Wow, this was the shortest quiz. Let's do Garb's quiz.
Oh my god, we are so dumb. Here it is. Okay, 4 questions. The second one, I'll list both of them on the
Oh my god.
thing. Okay, so question number 1: do you mumble random words or do things crazy?
No, I'm
God,
completely
yes.
serious all the time.
Sometimes. I try to be serious, but sometimes it gets out. I make up words
Actually,
or combine them
that
to
one's a little
explain
too
things.
real. I try to be serious, but sometimes
yeah.
it gets out.
Do you mumble random words or do things crazy? Yes. Next.
Oh god.
How do you get people to do what they want? Use my awesome cuteness. Kick them good. Tell the boss that someone's being difficult. Talk it out. Or use my
Probably
spell on
stronger
them.
than I spelled wrong.
Oh, there's all sorts of spelling errors. In the first question, mumbling was spelled mumbling.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna kick them good.
I'm gonna talk it out. He's probably stronger than me.
I'm gonna use my spell on him.
How do you treat your teammates?
Unfairly abuse.
I don't know who they are, but they abuse me. I don't like any of them.
Except the boss. Oh
Treat
god.
them well, but I like some more than others. I work well with them in battle, but don't talk much otherwise. Unfairly, abuse.
I treat them well, but I like some more than others. Last
Yeah.
question.
I'm kind of mean. Okay. What do you do if someone wants to fight? Fight them. Take their source of power and then fight.
Probably run.
Probably run.
I would not
I
fight.
would not fight. I try to get back up first. I'll fight him.
Probably run. Well, no. I'd probably fight him.
I got Bobobo. You are the leader. You may get angry a lot and abuse other members of the team, but will still protect them. Parentheses, some of them.
You got a long one? Who did you get, Garb?
I got Gasser. You don't do most of the fighting. You let others handle it, and you are much more serious than the rest. Except, 2 spaces, you might be a bit of a baby at times.
Guys, I got softened. Always serious and have a nice sense of ice cream vehicles such as ice cream cars and boats. That's all I get.
So I'm Don Patch and Bobobo, so I'm Patch Bo.
You're Patch Bobo, dude. I'm Jelly and Soften. I don't have a fusion, but let's call him Joften.
Joften, yeah, Joften was what I was thinking.
And
Beauty.
Beauty.
Dude, Cutie.
Beauty's rough, but I like
Dude,
it.
that's their shipping name, dude. That's their shipping
Oh
name.
heavens, I'm all aboard. Let's go.
Dude, I'm beep beep. Let's go.
Beep, beep. Okay, guys.
When I get nervous, I like to do pottery.
Make sure to tell us in the comments what the fuck you guys because I have no idea. What do we talk about now? Do you want to talk about characters since we just did that?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about some of our mainstays mostly because I could not give a crap about anyone else. Let's talk about General Lee Fish Cake first.
Yeah.
I love General Lee Fish Cake.
General Lee Fish Cake's here to stay.
That's it. I just love him. He's such a dumb character. Like makes no sense, but like man, I love him.
Yeah, man.
His in the voice is perfect.
It is. It's very fitting. I like the fact that all these villains like now, like or most of the villains like as they kept fighting became more goofier rather than your serious ones that you had at the beginning.
There
which is
was
good.
there was a fight with Giga where they were seriously just trying to outbit one another. That's all the fight became.
It was great. I mean, they're really wigging now. They really be wigging.
They really
Wake
do
out.
be wigging.
Wake
All right, let's talk about Bo. Now we can talk about the second most popular character.
Bobobo is great. I love him. He's so much fun, and I don't know. He's just great. Great character, great voice actor, and he's Bo. He fights
Dude,
with nose hairs.
he loves his friends. Well, kind of.
He abuses them, but he'll save them.
Luckily, a shield was in front of me.
What do you mean?
Is that how you treat your friends?
I'll block it with this old cheese.
Speaking about shields, let's talk about Don Patch, the best
What a
shield.
guy.
What a guy! He's truly the one that captured our hearts.
He's
Probably.
probably more chaotic evil out of any of them.
Yeah, I mean, he's got. I mean, except when he became professional Patch.
Oh yeah, that was quite the twist.
What'd you guys think? That was kind of cool.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I like how he was introduced so badass, and then he fought and he got like one shot like for like
Yeah.
an instant. I guess I wasn't serious about being serious enough that serious time.
Oh, it's
No,
good.
he's got some of the best bits in the show, if not most of them. Good
yeah,
old
well,
Papa Rocks.
he's the main character.
They don't call him
He is the
Papa
main
Rock
character.
for nothing.
I'm the main character.
He's number one in the popularity contest. Don't
Yeah,
you
I can't
know?
believe it. He's the first one executed too. Wait a second. Oh my goodness. Let's move on to General Jelly Jiggler. You know him, you love him, you probably won't eat him. That's
I'm
Jelly for you.
wobbling.
Jelly,
Stinky.
I think he shined in the ending around here. He got a lot more screen time rather than like the first two instances where he was gone until they needed him.
He was here the whole time.
He gets. I feel like he's always just wrongly attacked multiple times.
I love it though. Why are you attacking me?
Maybe if I just stand here, they won't attack me. But I wasn't doing anything. It was so good. Oh my goodness! Especially his transformation, becoming Mr. Bo Jiggler. I think that's the coolest one we got.
Bo Jiggler's great.
Bo Jiggler.
Absolutely.
I love. Oh, dude! I just remembered at the end of that. At the end of the fight, he's like, "I wonder if they bought all that peace crap." I was like, "Yeah." That was so good.
It's good. Ah, shit. Fucking knocking over shit in my room.
All right, Dengaku Man's up.
I'm Dengaku Man.
Used to making me Grutobo dipping miso on a stick.
He doesn't say that anymore,
Yeah, he doesn't say the miso on a stick anymore, and I was like, oh,
It's a
okay.
shame.
dude. He's a dog. Don't forget, he's a dog.
He is a dog. Don't worry.
I thought he was pretty funny this time around because he got more screen time. Okay, next, let's talk about Soften and his power growth.
Man,
Guy-
Quinn blaps a lot.
Guys, remember with his locket and him not liking kids?
Yeah, dude, he hates kids.
Why do I have this? I
recall
don't
that.
like kids. When he was introduced and he had like a locket, it was obviously Beauty and some guy who I told you was him. He's like, why do I have this? I don't like kids.
Oh yeah.
That is one of the bits that have like stuck in my head the longest.
It's good.
It's so funny.
I think I like the fact that Torpedo Girl had an infatuation with Long Tan and Jelly. I'm not Jelly and Soften.
Yeah, dude.
That was cool. Soften got that Black Sun power up again that we never saw after that.
He only uses it once. Worth it.
He only
Awesome.
needed it once. That's why.
It's true. It was passed down by Jay.
Jay.
What was his name again? Q.
Q.
I'm telling you, it's Jay.
Oh, Jay's great. I love Jay.
Jay's awesome too. He was competent. Put your votes in the comments. Is he an onion or a garlic?
He's an onion.
He's a garlic.
Onion.
He's a gunyan.
Onion.
Enter the gunyon. After him, let's talk about Beauty. Beauty had a little bit of a character development where she was about to fight, but then didn't. That was cool. That's about it. Okay, next, Gasser.
Gas can.
Gas can. It became the princess trope. He got captured twice, didn't he? No, he got captured once,
Yeah, but
and then he got relegated to a side character.
poor guy.
Remember when he wanted to fight? Remember when he fought?
I mean, honestly, he was one of the weaker characters. I mean, in terms of comedic potential,
General-
I guess.
yeah.
Because they already have a straight man with Beauty.
Yeah, but he makes fart noise.
But he farts.
Yeah,
that's
he's
all
all
he
that's the,
he is
that's,
the poop
that's,
joke.
That's the one niche that they have.
Yeah. Man.
So it's a shame that he got kicked to the back, but it was worth it to have General Fish Cakes.
Yeah, man. General Fish Cake. Look at his cakes, dude.
Yeah, he's tough, man.
Yeah. I will say he looks his future design is cooler. He's got more hair. Oh, you know what? My favorite part is where they're fighting that one guy, the one like the other silver haired guy, and he's like, I wonder if we go to the same barber. Other than that, I don't have anybody else I want to talk about. Nope, nobody else I can think of. I don't think anybody. There's nobody else on the list other than
There's nobody else?
nobody else. Let's talk about that miscellaneous. That's about it.
Welcome to
Go-
the 66th edition of Who's the Best Beauty, the part of the podcast where each contestant puts forward their choice Best Beauty of the episode and duke it out for title of Best Beauty. Today, once again, still not changing, will forever be Pino, Garb, myself, and the Patreon. What beauty are you advocating for today?
Oh, dude, this is the fastest I'll ever answer. I pick Soften Beauty.
Obviously, I picked the Dawn Patch Beauty.
Or did I pick Jelly Beauty? I forget.
You did pick Jelly.
Ah, shoot, I picked Jelly Beauty.
And I picked Bo Beauty. And Bo Beauty is also what the Patreon picked, so I will fight for Bo Beauty.
Right. Well, since I started, they made a mistake. I'll defend Jelly Beauty. Well,
Okay.
whenever he was replacing the segments for the rock paper scissors, I thought that's when the show finally obtained its groove back, especially that monotone voice and that pink hair, plus that blue jelly exterior. What a choice! Delicious.
Yeah, but
No.
Jelly Jiggler smells.
Yeah, he hasn't been refrigerated since the show started.
What do you mean? You liar! He turned into that giant freezing thing. Maybe I'm the fool. Garb, you're next. Who's next?
I am. So, Dawn Patch is obviously the best character in the show because he's number one in the popularity contest.
But he's going to be killed first.
He's the hottest, he's the smartest, and he's the coolest because he's Dawn fucking Patch. You understand?
Yeah, but he's trying to mooch off Beauty success, and that's why he
Yeah.
had to dress up as Patch Beauty.
But Patch Beauty was the first one to dress up like Beauty, and then what do you know? Everyone else followed Dawn Patch.
Wow, Beauty was the first to dress like Beauty.
No, what are you talking about? That's obscene.
That's unheard of.
Absurd.
You know what? I can't be mad at the Dawn. My Dawn.
I can't. He's too pokey.
What about when he took out his spikes?
Wow.
What do you mean when he took him out? You mean when Bo took them out?
I mean,
That's true.
It took him out a couple times.
Yank them
Yeah,
out.
see, hey guys, that's why Bo's better because he took out the spikes.
How dare you?
He said he's too spiky.
I am a meathead.
True. Bo Beauty's great. Ah, shit! I keep dropping. Bo Beauty's great because he got big hair, but also pink hair.
And nose hair.
That's true.
That's fair. And he wasn't. I mean, all the beauties were in the opening. The first opening.
And Bo Beauty's the only one who shows midriff.
What do you mean, Jelly? Oh, I guess he doesn't really have a mid, does he?
No, he's just jelly.
You got me there. And now, I mean, I guess you defended all your beauties, but
That's true.
In reality, all beauty lives matter. So I'm so sorry.
I cannot believe you.
This is the last episode of the podcast.
This is absolutely the last episode of the podcast. Wait till Twitter hears this
I
episode.
can't believe it.
We're gone.
I want to humbly apologize.
I can't believe this. You've just canceled us.
I went
can't
to
believe it.
Humboldt Pie.
Not unless I say smoke screen all around this, so it all has to be muted. Smoke screen.
Okay, guys. Before we get too off track, if you want to tell us that we're wrong and that Soft Beauty is the
Or Den Beauty.
best one, please email us at funkyanimePodcast@gmail.com or contact at funkyanimePodcast.com, but send to the first one, definitely not the second one.
Nah, the Gmail email account, that's bullshit. Send it to
How dare
funkypodcast.com.
How dare you?
Go
Anyway,
funkypodcast.com.
we got two questions, both from Alex Puff. Thank you. First one, what was the most fun episode for you to record?
Ooh, there's a bunch, actually.
I know which
Yeah.
one it isn't, and that's Pop Team Epic.
No, I loved
That was the
Foxy
most
Epic.
creative. That's just the worst
No, that was the worst one to
edit.
Yeah.
Yeah, to record, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was real fun to record. It was animated.
Yeah.
Nichijou was great.
I gotta look at the list. I'm
Yeah,
an old
no.
man. I can't remember what episodes we watched at this point.
Whenever I get angry, that's always fun to do.
Where's the anime to watch list?
Darling in the Franxx was good because I knew that y'all would
Because it
be...
was so bad. It was so bad, dude. Whenever we, what was it? What was Haruhi, I think, was one of my favorites to record. That was so fun to do. Same thing with Toradora.
the Cell Saga DBZ Kai, that was...
Oh, yeah.
That was
and
fun
then
to
all,
do.
that's a classic. And all the Bobobo episodes. I love
yeah.
recording these.
Well,
These are so good.
I always say something that makes me look bad,
Oh,
which is everything.
Even
It's
if
tradition.
You know, it's still fun to just talk about Bobobo in any
think the most-
capacity.
Yeah, I think the most fun I had was the Yu Yu Hakusho episode where we just
Yes.
kept doing the George and Koenma.
Yeah, dude.
That and
That's so
maybe
good.
Baka and Test was pretty fun, and I like
Yeah.
Panty and Stocking when we recorded. That was fun. Me and
Which-
Garb were having a good time there.
Which episode did I just like completely blank on for like fucking Space Dandy? That was
Yeah,
fun.
that was. Hey, shut up! I had fun. That's what I wanted to be serious, but a little bit of the crazy came out.
But yeah, most episodes I have a really good time with. I don't think I've came out of an episode and I was like, oh, I hated that.
No, at the end
I
of the day, we love
would-
every episode.
I definitely come out and say that was a bad episode, but I didn't not enjoy it. You know,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's always fun, but man, some episodes are real stinky.
yeah. Dude, Haruhi was fun actually. Now that I think about it.
Haruhi was so fun to talk about. I loved that episode so much.
Death Parade
feel
was
like
fun
Pen-
too. Like Death
Death
Parade was the
Parade.
thinker right there. That was the big.
Oh yeah,
thing.
that was the thinker of this season. That's it.
The big
You
thing.
get one think a season, and that was it.
Yeah, and then you get Bo. Except not next season.
Yeah, Death Note was the big thinker last season, and the thinker before that was probably I don't even know, maybe Dandy.
That was the longest one of the season, at least.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, it was not. I messed everything up.
I don't
But
remember Michiko to Hachin at all. I'm looking at the episode
Oh,
list.
that's the shitty anime.
Hey,
I don't
I
remember
remember
it
it.
at all.
It's the little girl and the mom, and they ride on the motorcycle.
it's the one in Brazil. Well, no, not Brazil. The fake land of Brazil.
I remember now. Yeah, that's.
And
the
then
one.
I can't remember what else happens in the plot besides they exist, and she wants to go meet her dad.
You're not my dad. Go ahead, something.
Daddy?
Code Geass
Do
was a
I
fun
look
one,
like-
just because there was so much dumb shit in Code Geass.
Man, I don't want to talk about it.
Code Geass was also a fun one. I think just like most episodes, I think are good to like have fun with.
All the ones with that are extreme, that have shows with extremely quotable things, are always the best.
They're also great. And we got one more.
Question?
No, it is a entry to the best game show, my
Oh.
favorite segment of the podcast. Fuck you, Pine.
Yeah.
The best segment where, of course, Pino's never been defeated.
Never
How this
once.
game works is basically you send me an image of an anime character, and then I will explain this character one by one.
One detail at a
And-
time.
A detail at a time. Pino has to guess after every description. Garb can guess at any time. So are we ready to start?
Yes.
First, this character has really cool glasses.
Is it Bobobo?
No,
Oh, I was close.
Johnny Bravo.
no.
No,
Second.
we were close.
This character has like furly things that he wears.
Jamie.
Oh, is he Don Kanoji from Bleach? The only show I watch now.
No.
Damn, that guy's literally just Bobobo.
Don is close. I will give you that. The name starts with Don.
No, okay, Don. I got that. It's like Wheel of Fortune rules. If you say it, you
Yes.
got it.
You got it. Next, this character has a smug grin.
Don. Well, if it isn't my friend the Don Quixote do Flamingo.
No. This character has a dial on it.
I was wrong?
And rings.
Rings.
A dial?
A dial with rings. Don.
Pino, you are in the right series.
Ah, is this Ohm from the Skypiea arc?
No, you are extremely close.
Wait a
with
second,
Don Quixote.
Don Krieg doesn't have glasses?
No, you're very close with Don Quixote do Flamingo.
Oh, is it Don? Is it Rocinante?
No, this thing can answer phone calls.
Transmitter snail.
He's the transponder
There
snail?
you go. There you go. It's a transponder snail.
Where'd Don come from?
Here, ready? I'm going to send you the image.
Is it
If I
Don
can-
Quixote's transponder
Yes,
snail?
it is. It is Don Quixote's transponder snail.
I had it. You know what? We had it. I won.
You did. You got it.
Where's the image? Show me the image right now.
I needed to download it because it wouldn't let me copy from the email. There he is.
I'm undefeated.
It's-
Look at him.
It's Don Quixote do Flamingo's transponder snail. We did it, guys.
You know what? I'd like to thank Garb for helping me out.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
I would have given it away if I read the title of this email, which is everyone's favorite game show, and then in parentheses, Snail Edition.
Yeah, you would have given it away easily.
That's why I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I was like,
Thank
I don't
you.
know any more Dons except Don Chin Jiao, and you guys. Well, Chuck knows, but no one else knows.
It's not done. Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe that.
Thank you.
I can't
God,
believe
I have-
snails are characters.
Thank you so much, Alex Puff. Great
Thanks,
name,
Puff.
by
Thank
the
you,
way.
Alex. But yeah, that's the end of our emails for now. Thank you. If you want to get right on the air, go for it. Send it to funkyanimepodcast@gmail.com.
All right, guys. I don't have any miscellaneous for this show.
I
So
think this entire episode was miscellaneous. I don't know what you're
Thanks.
talking about.
I can't believe we've done one show with a miscellaneous section.
It's true.
All right, guys. It's the end of our journey. Let's rate the entirety of Bobobo, in which you've just seen. It's going to be a sad one. Somebody want to start before I start crying?
4 out of 5.
Whoa!
Give me 1 second. I need to open up the spreadsheet.
You
please.
monster! Tell me why.
Yeah, you can't just say number.
Because I looked at my other scores. I gave it 4.5 in the first one. I gave it 4.1 in the second one, and I was like, well, you know, Bobobo's a B. You know, it's a solid B.
It's solid B for Bo.
So, yeah, exactly.
You know, I agree with your rating. I gotta see, where's my rating actually?
Your ratings here, I'll tell you. I have
Yours
it
are close.
So your ratings were 3.9, just like me. I also did 3.9, and then I did 3.9. You did 3.9.
We both did 3.9 for both seasons or for both watches. Dang.
Yep. And
I was a monster.
I also give it a 4 because that feels about right. I had great enjoyment. There's obviously flaws, but still very fun.
I will say the first 2 halves of the show were probably the most funniest. I think.
You just said the first 2 halves. Do you understand that's the whole thing?
The first 2 halves of the show. And the last third. Anyways, I think the first 2 episodes we did where we watched the first 2/3 of the show, I think those were where most of the funniest jokes were, in my opinion. I don't know why I gave them such a low rating. I should have given it a 4.5. But overall, I think everything was very solid. It's a show I'll always treasure, dear to me. So I'll give it a 4.2.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
Yeah, man. I love this show to the bottom of my
It's
heart.
really good. I love it. It's a whole lot of fun.
Yes. And if you haven't watched it, well, I won't say
You're
watch it.
You're doing yourself a slight disservice.
Yeah.
Not a huge disservice, but like...
Yeah, you'll make the
could-
producer angry.
No.
But no, there's like not a lot of things that you can compare Bobobo to at this point.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you
it's
have your random
completely
shows,
unique.
you have your funny shows, but you don't really have your like really crazy shows like this.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's mostly a parody, but it's kind of just everything.
yeah, it does its
Right.
own thing, and I think it does it pretty okay.
Yeah, and there's American culture references, which I find very funny, and you know,
And
obviously
but you are
Japanese.
doing a disservice if you don't watch it dubbed.
Yeah,
If
no,
you're a
you
native
have to
English
if
speaker,
you're
that
a native English speaker, I think the only way that I could actually recommend it to you is if you like grew up in Japanese culture. If you understand that, sure, give the sub a try. But for everyone outside of Japan, the dub. And I think there's multiple like languages dubs as well. So
Oh, we never got
dude,
to
I was
listen-
watching this. I watched some of the Spanish, even
Oh,
though
you
they were
did?
just clips. It's great.
Excellent.
Your Bobobo sounds like this. Like that. It's great.
That's good.
It doesn't fit at all, but it's great in its own
that's
in its
the
own right.
best part of Bobobo. It just doesn't work.
But it does. It just works slightly.
Just a little bit.
But that was Bobobo. We maybe if our powers combined make something happen, we'll see Bobobo in our news sometime soon.
God, please. That would be insane
Yeah, man.
if they came back and it was just like, Bobo's starting now. Because, like, if that happened, I could not say that we don't have an impact on the anime community.
Well, now
Maybe somehow.
we usually don't mention it, so it may not
I
work.
know
this
this is
time.
not happening anymore.
Yeah, we've done it.
I've
We've
cursed
fucked
ourselves.
Damn
No.
it, Pino, you fucked
Quick,
me.
cut this episode.
Quick, just pretend this episode doesn't exist. We
wait a
watched
second.
no Bobo.
No, Bobo, no, Bobo.
There's no Bo. What are we watching next week, though?
We are watching Flowers of Evil, a Patreon pick.
Dude, it's been a while since our last Patreon pick.
Yeah, I definitely didn't forget and was lazy.
We were
about the
also
Patreon
wanting
thing.
to get Bobobo done with first before.
It got pushed back like twice.
Yeah, like
Which is-
dude, I wasn't like actually mad, but I was pissed off at Pino for pushing Bobobo back. I was like, Pino, how could you?
I had to. We had other things to watch, like
we had
Michigo
Haruhi to
Hachi.
You
watch.
betrayed me.
We had Haruhi to watch, so it makes sense.
We had a lot of heavy hitters like Demon Slayer and the Love Live movie.
But that was me. I picked it. What do you
Dumb.
mean?
Yeah, we had heavy hitters.
Okay. Fine.
So we'll watch Flowers of Evil. What is it? A movie? Is it a TV show?
No, it's a show. It's 13 episodes, I think.
I
So
don't
the
know
shorty
shit
boy this
about it.
time.
I don't know anything about this.
Yeah,
This is gonna be fun.
Has an
I don't
edgy
know.
title, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
Where-
pretty decent.
Tune in next time for further thoughts.
Who you calling that thought?
Tune in next time to see us realize what we're watching.
Woohoo!
Yippee!
Yippee!
Okay, Pino,
Wait,
you
we
gonna
never said.
outro
We
us?
never said. Oh yeah, the outro. That's what I was here for. All right. I give up being the narrator. I was actually Jelly Jiggler in disguise.
Oh no!
I
That's
should
what
have
you
known.
get, guys. That was me. I'm Pino. The guy who is now samba dancing on the left. That's Chuck.
Ha-cha-cha-cha.
And the guy talking to the producer, wanting even more lines this episode. That's Garb.
Listen, I can't believe this shit. It's unacceptable. Where's my
Whoa there!
Who even is this producer? It's me? Wait a second.
It's me.
I am my
thought I
own
was the
greatest
producer.
enemy.
I did this. Well,
Guys.
this has been Bobobo.
Yeah, thank you for listening to Fuck Anime Podcast. Follow us on all of our social media. It's probably not on the episode because I never put the links in. But that's fine.
Go to funkyanimepodcast.com. It's all there.
Yeah, it might be a bit slow. I don't know. Have you fixed how slow it is?
What do you mean how slow it is?
It's a slow JPEG of a website.
No, it's not. Well, maybe it's because
Guys,
I
tell your
visit
mom
it
you
all the
love her.
time.
Tell your mom you love her. It's great.
The traffic is
And-
insane.
From one IP address. Crazy.
I've got stuck on the 405.
Now, oh my god, the 405 joke was insane. Okay, tell your mom you love her, and we'll see y'all next time with Flowers of Evil. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
It's time for the rock, paper, scissors fortune telling. For those who won, treat yourself to some quality podcast, which doesn't include this one.
For those of you who have tied, how about don't listen to a podcast? Maybe you just don't want to and want to read a good book or something.
And for those of you who have lost, well, you must listen to the Funky Anime Podcast.
That's losing all
I can't
on
believe
its own.
this.